90-Day Fiance, are Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven heading for the last resort? The troubled couple is nearing their breaking point. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven started 90-Day Fiance Season 11 strong, but their deteriorating relationship suggests they might need help from the 90-Day, the last resort therapists. After 2 seasons of 90-Day Fiance, the other way in Sarper's home country of Turkey, the couple moved to Los Angeles to begin their countdown to marriage. But as the 90-day clock winds down, old problems are re-emerging, and their relationship appears to already be on its last leg. Sarper and Shekinah have a long history of issues, preventing them from fully committing. Sarper is a former playboy who hesitated to let go of the relics of his past, which served as constant reminders that haunted Shekinah. Both partners struggled with trust issues. Sarper and Shekinah managed to pull through, and they became engaged, with Sarper agreeing to move to America. Just when it seemed like they'd conquered their demons, the couple experienced one of their most explosive fights yet. Shekinah and Sarper started 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 better than ever. Sarper and Shekinah's The Other Way journey ended with their engagement, and by the time the couple returned for 90-Day Fiancé Season 11, they were happier than ever. Their life together seemed promising as they looked excitedly to the future. Sarper made the long flight to Los Angeles, which helped him understand what Shekinah had endured every time she visited him in Turkey. He met her family, including her daughter Sophie and sisters, whom he worked hard to impress. Sarper and Shekinah's carefree relationship at the beginning of the season was a welcome change. Sarper was less angry, and Shekinah seemed more secure in their relationship. The adjustment to life in America wasn't easy for Sarper. He was taken aback by how small Shekinah's home was and how it doubled as a workspace, meaning he would have to leave when she had clients. Still, he faced the situation with humor, and his efforts with Shekinah's family showed his devotion to her. Shekinah posted a rant about Sarper amid on-screen drama. Shortly after Sarper and Shekinah returned from visiting Shekinah's family in Montana, their relationship took a dramatic turn. They got into a fight, and while it wasn't captured by cameras, Shekinah recorded Sarper screaming he hated her before storming out of their home. They stopped speaking, and Sarper admitted to his friend that he was losing faith in their relationship as the 90 days quickly passed. Through tears, Shekinah explained to the cameras that she was working hard to fit Sarper into her life. She gave him her closet and was in the process of moving her business out of the home. Shekinah felt unappreciated, and with Sarper in her space for the first time, she was trapped. At the same time, Sarper had given up everything to leave Turkey. He pondered whether to return home and claimed if he did, he would never look back. As the episode aired, Shekinah took to her Instagram stories to vent about her relationship. 90-Day Fiancé update captured a screenshot of the post, which lamented, "Feeling alone because your partner is always checked out. Feeling deeply unhappy and trying to express that to your partner only to be shut down and silenced. Being told if you get too skinny or fat I will leave you." Shekinah's concerning post suggests issues remain in their relationship even post-filming. Should Sarper and Shekinah appear on The Last Resort? 90-Day Fiancé update wrote that Shekinah's post was strategically laying down the groundwork for a future appearance on 90-Day, The Last Resort. The account questioned the authenticity of Shekinah's claims and suggested the couple was fabricating their problems to secure their future with the franchise. While it's conceivable they might use the situation to drum up attention, Sarper and Shekinah's pattern of nasty arguments tells me they have deep issues that need to be addressed. Sarper and Shekinah's relationship is very damaged. The argument featured on 90-Day Fiancé shows how quickly things can escalate between the two, which will chip away at their ability to feel secure even in times of peace. Regardless of their motives for airing their drama, the couple would benefit from some professional guidance. If they manage to stay together, The Last Resort might be their only option to break out of their vicious cycle. You need to learn responsibility. 90-Day Fiancé's Shekinah Garner issues strong warning to Sarper Güven in bold new life update. Shekinah Garner called out Sarper Güven for being an irresponsible partner in a shocking new update after their explosive argument during 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. Shekinah is an esthetician from Los Angeles who fell for the personal trainer from Turkey during The Other Way Season 5. Sarper displayed red flags such as excessive control and angry outbursts, and Shekinah expected him to change, which he did as he came to the U.S. Sarper got the approval from Shekinah's daughter and family, but he wasn't happy with the living conditions in Shekinah's house and experienced homesickness. Shekinah recorded herself talking to fans on Instagram via @90day Fiance breaking news, in which she said, "You guys do not know what I've been through with this man in this relationship. You don't know the squander that I pulled him out of." As per Shekinah, Sarper was living the most toxic, unhealthy life, but he has a beautiful life now, where he has love, structure, companionship, and true intimacy. Shekinah noted that before her, all Sarper knew were meaningless experiences, and now everything in his life has improved. Menu. You need to learn responsibility. 90-Day Fiancé's Shekinah Garner issues strong warning to Sarper Güven in bold new life update. Shekinah Garner called out Sarper Güven for being an irresponsible partner in a shocking new update after their explosive argument during 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. Shekinah is an esthetician from Los Angeles who fell for the personal trainer from Turkey during The Other Way Season 5. Sarper displayed red flags such as excessive control and angry outbursts, and Shekinah expected him to change, which he did as he came to the U.S. Sarper got the approval from Shekinah's daughter and family, but he wasn't happy with the living conditions in Shekinah's house and experienced homesickness. Shekinah and Sarper seemed to break up in the latest episode of 90-Day Fiancé, during which the Turkish man threatened to leave her for not addressing his needs. Shekinah is now firing back. Shekinah recorded herself talking to fans on Instagram via @90day Fiance breaking news, in which she said, "You guys do not know what I've been through with this man in this relationship. You don't know the squander that I pulled him out of." As per Shekinah, Sarper was living the most toxic, unhealthy life, but he has a beautiful life now, where he has love, structure, companionship, and true intimacy. Shekinah noted that before her, all Sarper knew were meaningless experiences, and now everything in his life has improved. The part he doesn't like is the responsibility. Shekinah noted that since Sarper is 45 years old, he needs to learn responsibility. So it's hard for him, she added. Shekinah thinks that it's difficult for Sarper to understand that his feelings are not the only ones that matter. She confessed that she's had to deal with a lot of learning curves, even though she knew what she was getting into. She thinks she could be at fault for dating someone who's never had a serious relationship before. What Shekinah means when she says she pulled Sarper out of squander. Shekinah may have meant to use the word squalor but mistakenly said squander. She claimed Sarper lived in messy, unhygienic conditions when they met. She may have been referring to his old bed, which she made him replace after moving in. Otherwise, his apartment appeared decent on camera. Sarper seemed financially stable in Turkey, working at a gym and taking on acting and modeling gigs. Shekinah was reportedly the reason that he began dipping into his savings. Sarper didn't let Shekinah spend any of her money when she lived with him. He provided her with the best lifestyle and even bought her flight tickets. Perhaps Sarper expected that Shekinah would do the same for him once he moved to America. Instead, he realized that he had to live in a cramped house where Shekinah was servicing her clients in the kitchen. She expected Sarper to leave the house whenever she had a client over. His new living situation made Sarper slip into a depression. When he told Shekinah about it, she dismissed his concerns. Our take on Shekinah taking relationship drama to social media despite NDA. Shekinah has been accused of stirring up drama on social media to secure a spot in the next season of 90 Day, The Last Resort. While Sarper was seen as controlling in Turkey, Shekinah's demeanor shifted once she felt more in control back home. She's now posting videos and messages on Instagram to defend herself. Meanwhile, 90 Day Fiancé fans see Sarper making an effort to become a better partner. What Shekinah needs is to show him compassion and stop expecting him to change to suit her needs whenever she chooses. 90 Day Fiancé's Shekinah Garner hints at split with Sarper Güven in stunning update amid revealing if she moved into a bigger house. 90 Day Fiancé star Shekinah Garner is suggesting that her relationship with Sarper Güven is over after sharing a cryptic post about him and revealing if she has a new house in Los Angeles. Sarper and Shekinah's relationship began in The Other Way Season 5. Shekinah met Sarper during her Turkey vacation, and Sarper, who had been with over 3,500 women by then, decided to change his ways for the American woman. Sarper was controlling towards Shekinah, but seemed to turn over a new leaf in newer seasons. In 90DF Season 11, Sarper moved to America to marry her. Therialititmus shared a post with a story screenshot from Shekinah, where she wrote, "You know what really sucks," and listed down things such as her being ignored when you're hurt, sick, emotional, and feeling alone because your partner is always checked out, and even being told if you get too skinny or fat I will leave you. Shekinah didn't direct the message towards anyone, but it looked like she was talking about Sarper since viewers have watched him being extremely controlling towards her when they started their reality TV journey. What Shekinah's post about Sarper means for their relationship. Sarper came to the US almost a year ago, and considering it was on a 90-day visa, Sarper and Shekinah are already married. Sarper has been living in Los Angeles with Shekinah, from where he has been working as a personal trainer. Shekinah still lives in the same house as shown in Season 11, which Sarper compared to a prison. It's not known if his living conditions or the pressure to be a good boy by dumping his bad boy reputation finally made Sarper snap. However, in Season 11, it was Shekinah who came across as the controlling partner. As per her notes, Sarah has made her feel deeply unhappy and like a burden. He has not had mature conversations with her and seemingly blames her for everything. Sarper was like that when he met her, and Shekinah could have chosen to split up at the time instead of accepting his proposal. Sarper had shown her his true colors early on. However, Shekinah chose to stay together with him, and even brought him to the US. Our take on Shekinah and Sarper seemingly splitting up before the season ends. Sarper has expressed his unhappiness with living with Shekinah on multiple occasions on 90 Day Fiance. He was under tremendous pressure to prove he had changed to her family before they married. However, Sarper and Shekinah seemingly splitting up before the show even ends will come as a shocker to fans. It might be their chance to now head to a new 90 Day Fiancé spin-off about couples seeking therapy, considering they didn't have a happily ever after.